Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this video, we will start creating this Wikipedia search website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And we will use the Wikipedia API for getting the results. So here we can see we have this search box and we can add any search term over here. So if I just type computer science and press enter, we can see that the results of computer science are displayed over here. And we can open any of these links, so we can just click on this and it will open this page inside Wikipedia. So here we can see that the computer science topic is displayed in Wikipedia, and we can go ahead and open any of these links. So for example, if I open integer, we can see that integer computer science is being displayed over here. So this is how it works. We can search for anything and we will get the results, and we'll be able to go to that Wikipedia link. And if I don't type anything and click on search, we can see that it has this alert which says please enter a search term. So we're going to start building this using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now in this first video, we will just create the UI using HTML and CSS, and in the next video we will add the functionality using JavaScript. So let's get started. Alright, so here I have created this folder called Wikipedia search, and I have opened it with VS Code. Now let's create the necessary file. So let's create a new file called index.html. Let's create another file called style.css, and let's create one more file called main.js. And let's go to the index.html file, and in VS Code you can just type exclamation and press tab, and you'll have this basic HTML5 code. And here in the head section, let's link our CSS file, and in the body let's link the JavaScript file. Right, now let's start with the markup of our design. So let's go back to our original website, and here we can see that we have this heading at the beginning. So now let's include everything inside a container division. So let's create a division with the class of Wikipedia container, and we'll include these two inside a header tag. So let's type header, and let's create an h1, and let's type search Wikipedia over here. And then we need to have a paragraph, and here let's copy and paste this text. Let's paste it over here, and let's also give it a class. So let's give it a class of subtitle. Now after this, we need to have this section where everything is displayed, including the search box and the search results. So we will add everything inside the main tag, and let's create a form, and let's remove the action, and here I'll just give it a class of search form. And in this form we need to have an input field with a type of text. Let's give it a class of search input. Let's also add a placeholder, and let's type example, I'll just type quantum physics. And then we need to have this button. So for the button, let's create a button tag, and let's set the type to submit. And in this button we need to have an icon. So let's get the icon from heroicons.com. Alright, so here I'm in heroicons.com, and let's search for the search icon, and let's copy this SVG. Let's go back and paste it over here. So let's open this in our browser and let's see how it looks. So we have this extension called live server installed in VS Code. So once you have this installed, you can just right click over here in the HTML file and click on open with live server. And here we can see all the content is being displayed. And right now we don't have the icon being displayed because we don't have the correct size. So if I increase the size of the button, the icon will be displayed. So we will do that using CSS later. But for now, let's continue adding the other elements. So after this button, we need to have this search results. So for that, let's go back and let's create a division, and let's give it a class of results container. And in this, we need to have the search results. Now this will be automatically inserted using JavaScript, but for now let's go ahead and add a dummy search result so that we can style it in the CSS. So let's create a division with the class of result item, and in that we'll have an anchor tag, and here we will have this heading. So let's copy this, and let's paste it over here, and let's go ahead and add this inside an S3. So let's create an S3 over here, and let's add the text. Now for the anchor tag, let's also make it open in a new tab. So let's type target blank, and for better security, let's also type rel no opener, And then we need to have this result snippet. So I'll just copy this. Let's go back and outside the anchor tag, let's go ahead and create a division with the class of result snippet. And let's paste it over here. Now here we can see for the search result word, we have a different styling. So if I open this in the inspector, we can see that we have a span with the class of search match. So let's go ahead and do that for this word. So here let's create a span. Let's give it a class of search match, and let's add computer inside this span. And with this, we'll be able to add different styling to the keyword. And let's go outside over here just before the main tag ends, and let's create a division for the loader animation. So let's create a division with the class of loader. By default, we will set the style to none. So I'll just type style equals display none. So the loader is basically the loading animation that we see when we search for something. So for example, if I search for web development, we have this loader over here. And with that, we have completed writing the HTML of our website. Now let's go ahead and add the CSS. So let's go to a style.css file. And first of all, let's target everything and let's tap box sizing border box. And let's add some CSS variables. So let's tap root and let's tap bg color. Let's set it to F8, F9, FA. Let's create one for the text color. Let's set it to 212, 529. Let's create one for the accent color. Let's set it to 007BFF. Let's create one for the card border. Let's tap E9, ECEF. And let's create one for the card shadow. Let's set it to 04 pixels, 6 pixels, RGBA. 0, 0, 0 and 0.05. And let's create one more for the font. So let's type font sans. Let's set it to Inter Sans Serif. Now we need to get the link of this Inter font. So let's go to Google Fonts. So here I'm in fonts.google.com and let's search for Inter. And let's select this and let's click on Get Font. Now here let's go ahead and copy this embed code. So I'll just copy the one for CSS. I'll just go to Import and let's copy this CSS from here. Let's paste it at the top. Right, now let's continue with our styling. So for the body, let's set the font family to var font sans. And now we can see we have the font changed to the Inter font. Let's also set the background color to var bg color. Let's set the color of the text to var text color. And let's set the margin to 0, padding to 2 rem. And let's set the line height. Line height is basically the space between each line of our text. Right, now let's target the container division. So we have this division with the class of Wikipedia container. So let's target that Wikipedia container. Let's set the max width to 650 pixels and let's tap margin 0 auto to bring it to the center. Right, now let's target the H1. So let's tap Wikipedia container H1. Let's set the font size to 2.5 rem. Let's set the font weight to 700. Let's also text align it to the center. Let's tap margin bottom of 0.5 rem. And let's set the letter spacing to -1 pixel. Right, now let's style the subtitle. So for that we have this paragraph with the class of subtitle. Let's type subtitle and let's set the text align to center. Let's set the color to 6C 757D. And let's set the margin bottom to 2.5 rem. Right, now let's style this search input field. So we have this input with the class of search input. So let's tap search input. Let's set the width to 100% and let's set the padding to 1 rem, 3.5 rem, 1 rem, 1.5 rem. So here we have this padding on the left side, and on the right side we have a different padding. Now this large padding is for this search icon that we have over here on the right side. All right, let's go back and let's set the font size to 1 rem. Let's set the border to 1 pixel solid and let's set the color to card border. Let's also add a border radius for rounded corners and let's set it to 50 pixels. Let's set the background color to white. Let's also add a box shadow and let's set it to var card shadow. Now when we click on this, so we need to change the color. So here we can see we have a different color when we click on the search box. So further, let's go ahead and type search input colon focus, and he will just remove the outline that we have by default with Chrome. And let's set the border color to var accent color, and let's set the box shadow to 0003 pixels, RGBA 0123 255 0.25, and let's also add a smooth transition over here. So let's tap transition, let's set it to border color 0.2 seconds ease, and box shadow 0.2 seconds ease. And if you go back, this is how it looks. Right now, let's bring this search button over here on the right side. So we need to change the position of this container, which is the search form, to relative. So here let's tap search form, let's set it to position relative, and now let's target the search icon. So here we can see we have this button inside the search form, so let's target that search form button. Let's set the position to absolute, and let's set the right position to 8 pixels and the top position to 50%. And now it starts from the 50% mark, so we also need to type transform translate y negative 50%, and now it is exactly in the center. Right now, let's set the background color to var accent color, and let's set the color of the icon to white, and let's remove the border. Let's tap border radius 50% for round shape. Let's set the height and the width to 40 pixels, and let's set the cursor to pointer. So when you hover over this, we have this pointer. And let's also type display of flex, align items to the center and justify content to the center, so that the icon is exactly in the center. Now let's change the size of this icon. So inside the button we have an SVG, so let's target that. I'll just type search form button SVG. Let's set the width to 18 pixels and the height to 18 pixels. So this is how it looks. Now when you hover this button, we need to have a different background color. So here let's type search form button colon hover. Let's set the background color to 0056B3, and let's also add a smooth transition. I'll just tap transition of background color 0.2 seconds ease. Right now, let's style this results container. So we have this division with the class of results container, and in that we have result item. So let's target this. Let's tab results container result item. Let's set the background color to white. Let's add a border of 1 pixel solid var card border, and let's also add a padding of 1.5 rem. Let's set the border radius to 12 pixels. Let's also add a margin bottom of 1.25 rem, and let's go ahead and copy and paste this result item once more so that we can have a better understanding of the styling. And let's also add a box shadow, and let's set it to var card shadow. Now let's add some margin bottom for this form so that we have some gap between the results and this input field. So here for the search form, let's type margin bottom of 2.5 rem. Now when you hover over this, we need to have a little bit of hover effect. So here we can see this is how it looks. So for that, let's go back, and here let's type results container result item colon hover, and let's set it to transform translate y negative 4 pixels, and box shadow. Let's change the box shadow to 0.8 pixels 12 pixels RGBA 0.00 and 0.07. Let's also add a smooth transition, and let's set it to transform 0.2 seconds ease in out, and box shadow 0.2 seconds ease in out. So this is how it looks. Now for the anchor tag, we need to remove the underline. So let's go ahead and type result item a text decoration to none. So this will remove the underline. Right now, let's style this S3. So here we can see inside the anchor tag we have this S3. Let's also give it a class of result title. Let's do that over here as well, class of result title. And here let's go ahead and type result title. Let's set the font size to 1.2 rem, And let's set the margin to 0.5 rem and 0. Let's change the color of the text to var text color, and let's set the font weight to 600. Now when you hover over this, we need to have a different color. So for that, let's go back. So let's go ahead and type result item a:hover, and that we have the result title. Here let's set the color to var accent color, and let's also add a smooth transition. So let's type transition of color 0.2 seconds ease. Right now for the result snippet, which is this text down here, we have this class of result snippet. Let's go ahead and type result snippet, and let's set the font size to 0.95 rem, and let's set the color to 495057. Now for the search match, we will have a different styling. So we have this span with the class of search match for the search term. So let's go ahead and type result snippet search match. Let's set the font weight to 600. Let's set the color to 3438A40. Let's also add a background color of RGBA 0.123.255.0.1. Let's also add some padding. Let's set it to 2 pixels and 4 pixels. Let's add a border radius of 4 pixels. So this is how it looks. And now the last thing we need to do is we need to style the loader animation. So here we can see we have this loader animation. So for that, let's go back, and we have this division with the class of loader. So for now, I'll just remove the display of none from here. And here, let's go ahead and type loader. Let's set the width to 40 pixels and the height to 40 pixels. Let's set the border radius to 50% for round shape. Let's add a border of 4 pixel solid RGBA 0.123.255.0.2. Let's set the border left color to var accent color. And this is how the loader looks. Let's also add margin 3 rem auto. And this is how it looks. We'll also add a spin animation. So let's tap animation and let's call it spin. Let's set the duration to 0.8 seconds. Let's tap linear for the timing and infinite amount of times. Right now, let's create this animation. So let's tap add keyframes. Let's name it spin, and let's tap 2 transform, rotate 360 degrees. Now this will spin infinite amount of times. So this is how the animation looks. So with that, we have completed styling our web page. Now in the next video, we will start adding the functionality. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.